So you're wanting to homeschool in the state of Florida. Well, I want to be the first one to welcome you. Whether you have a new kindergartner moving to the state of Florida, or if you're withdrawing your kid from public or private school. Welcome! In this video, I am going to be sharing with you the basic homeschool laws for the state of Florida. And I'm going to be very specific, and I will use the statute 1002.41. My name is Leilani. This is our channel Living with Eve. I am a former public and private school teacher. I am now a homeschool mom, and I have been doing evaluations and testing for the state of Florida for over 5 years. If you're interested in seeing what our channel has to offer you, which is basically tips and tricks to help parents raise their exceptional children, click on that channel trailer right there and it will give you more information. And if you like what you see, consider subscribing and make sure to click on that notification bell because we will go more in depth with some of these homeschool requirements. Now, this is also a collaboration with a group of other moms and evaluators across the country, each one taking on their own state, brought together by the Ingrid Chronicles. Those channels and videos are listed down in the description box below, so check that out if you're curious. So let's just get started with step 1, letter of intent. When you decide to homeschool, you have to notify the district with a written letter of intent. This letter must be signed by the parent and include the full legal names, addresses, and birth dates of all the children who shall be enrolled as a student in the home education program. The home education program that they're talking about is your home education program. Whatever curriculum you design, if you want to put them in co-ops or not, it's up to you, the parent. You are the principal. This is your school. Also make sure this letter is filed with the district office at least 30 days within the establishment of your program. Basically 30 days after you withdraw your child or start the school year. The address of your superintendent should be on the district website. If you're unsure, you can always call just to confirm. You don't need to use a form. However, I know a lot of parents do like to do that, and the districts do provide a form. Also, the FPEA will provide a very nice form, but you need to make sure that you are not giving them too much information. In fact, the Florida statute 1002.41b says the district school superintendent may not assign a grade level to the home education student or include social security number or other personal information of the student in any school district or state database unless the student chooses to participate in a school, district, program, or service. Make sure not to send any of that extra information because it is for the protection of your rights. I am going to go ahead and stick a link down below in the description box for the Florida Parent Education Association, or the FPA, which is a great resource for any homeschool parent in the state of Florida. One more thing, to confirm that they received the letter, you should receive a letter from the district office saying that you did open your home education program. If this doesn't happen, I would contact the district to confirm that they received it. Step 2, keep a yearly portfolio. Yes. By law, it doesn't matter what kind of annual evaluation you do, you have to keep a portfolio. Not every parent knows that. I certainly for a while didn't know it, but when I read the law, it is clearly stated that every single student every single year has to maintain a portfolio and keep it on file for 2 years. Now, I have an entire video that will go over the portfolio evaluation and what to put inside the portfolio and what the legal requirements are. I will go ahead and stick a link right up there. You can check it out. It is very thorough. Now, within a month, I am planning to make a video that will show you what our portfolio looks like. I was kind of hesitant to do this for 2 reasons. One, it's not looking too great right now. And 2, because you, the parent, really should be the one to decide what your portfolio looks like. The only thing is the evaluator and the county wants to know that your child is making progress. And you can do this by having worksheets, workbooks, pictures, creative material, anything to show that progress. A really good idea is to put the date on all of the students' work. Trust me, this is going to keep your sanity, and if you choose to use this as your annual evaluation, it will make things run a lot smoother. Once again, you have to keep this portfolio for 2 years because the superintendent can request to see it upon written notice. You will have 15 days to get it together. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. Step 3. Now here is your annual education evaluation. The portfolio evaluation is obviously the most popular. Number 1, a teacher selected by the parent shall evaluate the student's educational progress upon review of the portfolio and discussion with the student. Such teacher shall hold a valid regular Florida certification to teach academic subjects at the elementary or secondary level. The takeaway here is portfolio evaluation. They must check for progress. They do have to discuss it with the child. The teacher must hold a valid certification, and it must be in an academic subject. Now, there is a website on the Florida Department of Education. It is public record, and if you are unsure if that teacher has an academic subject, you can type in their name. I will go ahead and put a link to that website down in the description box below. So there you go. Number 2, the student shall take any nationally normed student achievement test administered by a certified teacher. The second most popular is taking a nationally normed student achievement test. There are so many different types of tests and they can get a little bit confusing. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna list off some of the tests. The Iowa, CAT, California Achievement, the Terra Nova, the Stanford Achievement Test, the Peabody Individual Achievement Test, or PIAT, the Woodcock-Johnson, and these are only a few of the tests. So what makes a nationally normed test a nationally normed test? Basically, what they're going to do is take a group of students across the United States of America and give them this specific test. Take in their scores, do an average, and that becomes the norm. Now, when your child takes the test, they're going to compare your child with the student norm, and they will give your child a percentile, and they will place them in a grade, K through 12, depending upon the test. All of these will usually test math, reading, and language arts. So if you're interested in learning more about these tests, make sure you do some research. I would love to make a video for you if you're interested in a video like that. And if you are, please comment down below and I will get on it if you're interested. Number 3, students shall take a state assessment test. Now these are the tests that you take to the school at a specific time during the year. They will go into a classroom and take a test. In the state of Florida, this is usually the FSA, but there are others. So make sure if you're interested in going down this route that you contact your local school district to find out when these tests are being tested and what options you have. Number 4 is a Psychologist Evaluation. Now this is not really a popular one, but in some situations it is necessary and parents do choose to go this route. So I'm not going to go into detail about this one too much. And number 5 is basically the student will be evaluated with any valid assessment tools agreed upon between the parent and the district. Now I want to read to you this part of Florida statutes, which is pretty awesome. The district school superintendent shall accept the results of an annual educational evaluation of the student in a home education program. If the student does not demonstrate educational progress, the district superintendent shall notify the parent in writing that the progress has not been achieved, and basically they'll put them on probation. Look, you the parent pick out your evaluator. If you don't think they're gonna pass you, then don't use them. And I always suggest that you, the parent, you are the one that is going to turn in your evaluation to the district. Do not let the evaluator do it. This protects you and avoids any of those problems with them saying, no, you didn't meet the requirements. But I go all into detail with that in my other videos. So once again, you can check out that portfolio evaluation discussion, and I will stick it at the end screen too as well. The rest of the statute really goes over some of the rights that you have as a parent and a student, such as you can enroll in sports, extracurricular activities, you can take dual enrollment, so forth and so on. So I'm not really going to spend some time going over that in this video. Instead, I'm going to jump ahead to when you finish school in the state of Florida, whether you're sending them back to public or private school or you're just graduating. And yes, you can homeschool your child through high school and even write them a diploma, and they will be able to get into the colleges that they want to get into. I just always suggest to the parent when their child enters into their freshman year that you contact the guidance counselor of the colleges that you think they may be interested in and ask them specifically what requirements that college takes, because every college is different. I do want to make a more in-depth video about high schoolers and homeschool, so please make sure to comment down below, subscribe, check us out so you can catch our video when we post that. Number 4, the termination letter. So when your child does go back to school or finishes high school, you must send in a termination letter within 30 days of the completion of your home education program, and it must include your annual evaluation. Once again, I really suggest that you use the FPA form, which is linked right down below in the description box. Another topic that I did not even touch on is this whole idea of the umbrella schools. Now, the umbrella schools technically do not fall under these statutes. They fall under the private school statutes, and I do want to make a video telling you more about this information and this resource that you have out there, so please stay tuned for that. I hope you got a lot out of this video. Let me know in the comments, give us a big thumbs up if this really helps you out, and really don't be afraid to ask me questions in the comment section. I am really here to help you. So stay safe and keep in touch. This is Leilani signing out. Bye!